So you might be wondering, what's next for Resident Evil? Let me start off by saying, as I'm recording this video, that it's a bit too early to even be predicting anything like that at this point in time, but the fans have made it very clear. We want a Code Veronica remake. But wait, there's more. Some people actually want a Resident Evil 1 remake. I know that sounds crazy, but I think a lot of people would love to see the original Resident Evil 1 on the RE engine. But why do people want a Code Veronica remake? Well, much like its old cousin, RE2, it would benefit from an update not only in graphics, but also gameplay-wise and storyline-wise. If you're familiar with Code Veronica, you'll remember the fixed camera angles. Capcom decided to actually have a hybrid fixed camera angles with Code Veronica, meaning the camera angles were not always fixed, but it was rather a mix between over the shoulder sometimes or following the player around. As you can see here in the gameplay, it is fixed camera angles, but the camera sometimes actually does follow Claire around. Now, this would look amazing, honestly, on an RE engine, and games like Tormented Souls have proven that it is possible. Tormented Souls is a very recent game. It came out very recently, a couple years ago, and it is an amazing game, by the way. You should try it. It's very similar to Silent Hill, Alone in the Dark, and specifically Code Veronica. In the story side of things, Code Veronica, though, had a lot of potential, but it never felt like it really delivered in terms of story, at least in my opinion. Personally, I think Capcom's A-Team is currently working on Resident Evil 9, which, by the way, we absolutely know nothing about, but seeing the return of Jill Valentine or Claire would be much appreciated by the fans. In the days leading up to the release of the Resident Evil Village DLC, Capcom confirmed that the Shadows of Rose DLC was going to be the end of the Winter's saga, which probably means that the next game will be something completely entirely new, or it will probably take place in the same time, but definitely with different characters. In conclusion, don't get your hopes up. It's a bit too early right now to be even theorizing about anything, but if we're following a pattern, for sure the next game will be Resident Evil 9 or something that isn't a remake. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I believe Resident Evil 9 is going to be first person, and it's probably going to feature some old school characters or perhaps someone new. And as for Resident Evil 4 Remakes DLC, we don't know anything yet, but it's pretty safe to say that it's going to be separate ways. Also, don't expect it to come out this year. Honestly, the DLC for Resident Evil 8 came out in late 2022, and RE8 actually came out in 2021, so it took over a year for Capcom to release a DLC. It was leaked, though, that Ada will be a playable character alongside Albert Wesker inside of the Mercenaries, so that's definitely going to be part of the DLC of RE4 Remake. Whether that comes with separate ways or not, I'm not entirely sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if it actually does. Let me know what you guys think about this. As always, consider subscribing, leave a like if you've enjoyed this video. Thank you, have a wonderful day, and bye bye.